Hello and welcome to Modalities Movement Therapy. Today we are going to be injury proofing the rotator cuff. For the workout, you're going to need a soft reflex ball and an extended resistance band. This is about 2 meters in length, and I will leave the link in the description below for these tools that we are using. Before we get started, I want you to take that resistance band and fold it in half. Take it in each end in your hands. The wider your hands are, the easier it's going to be to rotate the shoulders up or rotate the arms up and back. So just start off with the hands nice and wide apart and a very gentle movement to test the range of movement in your shoulders. The shoulder joint, the ball and socket joint, is the joint in the body that has the biggest range of movement. But if we have muscles that are not in balance, then we have a great likelihood of injuring these muscles. So with fascial release, with the reflex ball, we're going to focus on those rotator cuff muscles, of which there are 4 around the shoulder blade. So we're going to release them, and then we're going to work on improving and increasing that range of movement in the shoulder complex. So take the hands on either side of the band, and you're going to breathe in through the nose and circle the arms as far back as you can. Just take it to that point that you can go, and we're going to test this range of movement just once more. Breathing in as you open up and exhaling as you release. And then you can put the band to the side. Now we're going to just start off on the feet, because we're going to work on a little bit of balancing, and then we're going to use the reflex ball to release those rotator cuff muscles on the shoulder blade. So make sure you have a bit of wall available. Take that ball and bring it under the foot, roll from the big toe all the way to the heel, and move the ball across the foot. While you're in this position, just focus on your posture. Relax your shoulders as much as you can, and just slowly breathing in, a nice, slow, gentle breath in and out through the nose. Let's bring the ball over to the other side and just prepare that foundation from the big toe all the way to the heel. Keep going. Move that ball right to the little toe, all the way to the heel. 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. And before we move into those releases, just standing on the mat, breathe yourself in to a lifted position, and now take your right hand onto the elbow, and you're going to bring that left foot across in front of the body, and you're going to bounce into a rotation. As you bounce, I want you to breathe into your lateral side. So you're breathing in and rotate slightly. So we're bringing a bit of a spiral movement into it. Look down at your foot and bounce. You're breathing in here, and then you're going to exhale and come back up to standing. Breathing in, squeezing your glutes to stabilize you. Use your big toes as well. And exhale. And just do another 2. Breathing in, rotate, and exhale. This is the last one. Breathing in and bounce. And exhale. So lengthening into that lateral side. Let's bring the other foot in front, circle the arm up, and use that elbow to push down, or that hand to push down on the elbow. Let's breathe in, rotate, look at your foot, and exhale. Come back in, come back up. Breathing in and bounce and exhale. Return to the center. 2 more. Breathing in and exhale. For the last one, breathing in and exhale. Good. And just shake the arms out. Swing the arms around the body. And just reaching down, take hold of that reflex ball. Let's start on the right shoulder, and we're going to start next to the spine, but we're going to move that ball around that shoulder blade, underneath the arm, and all the way across towards the spine, right down to the base of the shoulder blade. But begin with that ball just next to the spine, between the shoulder blade and the spine, and take your elbow in line with your shoulder. And we're going to roll that ball from the center towards that elbow and that shoulder. Now, find that trigger point or find that sweet spot where you have tension, and you're going to hold it on that spot. Now rotate your hand up. So you're going to rotate the forearm up and down, and use your breathing. And exhale as you drop the hand. If you're not feeling much, move the ball around slightly, and you should feel a little bit of a clicking sensation happening in the shoulder here, if you're on one of those rotator cuff muscles. Now let's move the ball slightly lower down, and I want you to continue rolling up and down from side to side. And then you're going to add that rotation with the forearm. So moving and releasing that entire shoulder blade area. When you find that spot, hold it there and breathe yourself into these releases and these movements. Up and down and around. And continue there if you want to. Otherwise, let's move on to the next release. Find a muscle here under here, and you should know when you found it. You're going to position the ball on the teres major, so it's quite close to the armpit but slightly set back. And then we're going to lean into the ball. So you're going to lean slightly back, resting the elbow on the wall to start, and then you're going to cross your inside ankle and then hold onto your wrist, support your head on your arm, and then if you can, take the elbow off the wall. If it's not too tender, take the elbow off the wall, and you're going to rock forward and back. So you're moving the ball from side to side. You can also move it up and down and side to side. So we're giving that muscle some attention. Breathing in and out. Nice slow and gentle breath. Do another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From there, bring the ball onto the triceps. So standing, stagger your feet, position the ball along the back arm line, and roll. So we're going to roll from the elbow all the way up to the shoulder. And like we did earlier, you can rotate the forearm, paying more attention to the areas around there. Keep going. 5 and 4, 3, 2 and 1. Good. And just release it. Okay. Now we're going to take the hand up against the wall and the palm is going to rest on the ball. So you're going to bring the ball onto the hand and we're going to move the palm around. So you're going to rotate the fingers. Try and keep that arm in line with the shoulder and then bounce into that movement. So you're releasing the wrist, but you're also getting some rotation into the shoulder. Rotate the hand as much as you can. If you're finding you're getting pins and needles along the arm, then you're probably feeling that nerve running down from the neck into the arm. So just adjust the hand slightly so you can lower the hand on the wall and then move it around. Let's now take the ball in the other hand. You're going to keep the hand up against the wall. But again, like I just mentioned, if you're feeling pins and needles in the arm, slightly lower the hand, or you can adjust the position of the fingers. But there are a lot of nerves that run down from the neck into the arm. So you're probably feeling those nerves. Just adjust the position and then you shouldn't feel that nerve running down the arm quite so much. Take the ball and bring it onto the chest next to the sternum. We're working over the pectoral muscles now. We want to activate those shoulder blades, those rotator cuff muscles, but let's focus on opening up over the chest because we want to bring about that balance in the front and the back line of the body. You can work in circular motions, you can work from side to side, work under the clavicle right up towards the shoulder. Now you're going to take that reflex ball and just bring it between the thighs. Squeeze the ball and you can bring the feet together. Take your inside hand and bring the hand around the back of the neck. So let's get a little bit of rotation in the neck. Breathe in as you look to the inside of the room. As you look to the wall, you're going to exhale. Slide the fingers down to the sternum. Create some resistance there. Breathe in. Rotate the head. And exhale. Let's do another 2. And exhale. 1 more. And exhale. Now take that hand. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back and bounce that hand. Open up for 4 counts. We're breathing in here. On the exhalation, you're going to squeeze that reflex ball between the inner thighs and you're going to rotate that upper body. So a bit of a spiral movement. Bounce the hand next to the body. You should feel a stretch from the right hip up to that left shoulder. Breathing in, and now the right hip to the left shoulder across the front of the body, opening up. And then exhale. 2 more, breathing in and exhale. For the last one, breathing in and exhale. Good. Let's repeat this to the other side, so just get some blood back to the fingertips. So we're going to start off with that reflex ball on the left shoulder. Position it next to the spine, and you're going to take that elbow in line with the shoulder and move that ball around. Rotate the hand and the forearm up and down. When you find tension, you're going to hold the ball on that spot, and then you're going to rotate the forearm. You might feel a little bit of clicking in the front of that shoulder. That's a great release. Just take it slowly. If you feel any pain, then you just roll around and make that movement smaller. Focus on your breathing to help ease you into the release. Reposition the ball, lower down. Any tension, don't rotate the arm, just move the ball around. But we want to increase that range of movement, so focus on your breathing and try and ease yourself into these rotations with that arm. Let's reposition the ball underneath that armpit. Lean into the wall. Rest your head on your arm or your ear on your arm. Grab hold of that wrist and let's move the ball up and down from side to side. Again, tension. You can rest your head on your arm and rest the arm on the wall and just breathe into the movement, releasing and roll when you can. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Finish off on this side with the ball over the triceps. Stagger your feet and move the forearm if you can. Just rolling all the way up from the shoulder to the elbow. 3 more. 2 and 1. Good. Take the hand onto the ball and position the ball against the wall and then rotate that hand. I'm just, for the sake of the camera, I'm keeping the hand slightly ahead of my shoulder, but make sure you're in line with the shoulder or slightly lower down. So that's the position of your arm. Pins and needles, take the hand slightly lower down and move around there. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now taking the hand against the wall, still in line with the shoulder. You can open up here slightly or increase the stretch along the front of the arm. Take the ball onto that, those pectoral muscles, onto the front of the shoulder. And massage. If you find your shoulder is shrugging up, then rotate the palm, and you can also drop the hand and the shoulder slightly. Well, if you drop the hand, the shoulder should drop slightly. Let's massage there. Try and keep it nice and open. You don't want any tension in the shoulder. Massage circular motions from side to side. Remember, the pectoral muscles go right under the armpit, so you can work right into that armpit up towards the shoulder and under the clavicle there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take the ball between the inner thighs. Hand in line with the shoulder. Breathing in. Pulse that arm open and exhaling. Breathe in for 2 and exhale. Keep going, do another 2 and exhale. Last 1 and exhale. Now you're going to take that hand around the back of the neck Look over the inside shoulder, breathe in. And as you exhale, slide the hand down to the sternum and look over the hand against the wall. Breathe in and exhale. 2 more, breathing in and exhale. And the last one. And exhale. Because we're going to be working into some spiral movements, we're going to take the ball now against the wall and we're going to keep it in line with the hip bone. So start on one side, bend the knees well, and you're going to just massage that ball from the spine towards the hip bone. Reposition the ball and you should get a nice release just up and down around that sacroiliac spine. Move it around. Do another 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Good. From there, just move the ball over to the other side. Again, you're going to sit into the wall, sit into the ball, and just massage that ball from the spine towards the hip bone. Continue with your breathing, a nice slow, steady inhalation and exhalation. 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. And you can release that ball for now. We're going to use it just now. Take your resistance band now, and we're going to keep it folded in half. And like I said earlier, the wider apart it is, the easier it's going to be. The more you want to challenge yourself, the closer the hands come together. So start off with the hands wide apart, and we're going to work into this movement 8 times using your breathing. As you come forward, you're exhaling. As you open up, you're inhaling. And exhale. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, bring the hands closer together. Breathe in and exhale. Another 4 and exhale. 3 more and exhale. 2 to go and exhale. And the last one and exhale. Okay, from there, keep the band in your right hand and bring the band parallel to the spine. I'm going to take my right foot in front and challenge my balance a little bit. Take the left hand and the left foot, well, the left foot is behind and the left hand is at the base of the resistance band. Here, we're going to breathe in and we're going to extend the band, but try not to let this happen. Try keep the band parallel to the spine, and as you exhale, bring the band back towards the spine. Breathe in and exhale. So here you should feel the movement in that top arm, in that right arm at the top, and exhale. Again, we're going to do another 5 and exhale. Breathing in for 4 and 3. 2 more. And the last one. And exhale. Good. Just shake that hand out, get the blood back to the fingertips, and let's bring the left foot in front and the left hand at the top of the band. So repeat the same movement and test your range of movement in that left arm. Breathing in and exhale for 2 and exhale. Breathe in. Four more. And 3. 2 to go. And the last one. Good, and get that blood back to the fingertips. Now we're going to, so I will mirror you. Bring the band under your right foot. Make sure your heel is firmly planted on that band. And then you're going to take your hands and you're going to create your own resistance in the band. We're working into the lateral movement. So open yourself up and breathe in as you rotate up and out of your left or your right side, and exhale. So you're breathing in to your lateral side and exhale. For 3 and exhale. Breathe in for 4 and exhale. 4 more. And 3. 2 to go. And 1 more. Now I want you to challenge yourself. If you need your big toe rested on the mat, otherwise we're going to step out and exhale. Come back and balance on that right foot. Exhale. Four more. And 3. The last one. And come back to center. Release the foot. Keep the feet slightly wider than hip distance. Release the inside arm and take that band in the left hand across the body. Here we're opening up into a spiral movement, so breathe in. As you exhale, circle the band around and rotate to the opposite diagonal. Exhale, breathe in now, and then exhale. Here we go for 3. There can be many contributing factors to rotator cuff injuries. The shoulder joints have the biggest range of movement in the body, and when the 4 rotator cuff muscles are out of alignment because of posture, wear and tear, or overuse, it can lead to greater injury risks because this compresses certain ligaments and tendons, which put strain on certain rotator cuff muscles and weaken others. Keep the band where it is. Just rotate your foot and bring the band parallel to the spine. Balance on your front foot. Shorten the resistance in the band. Will increase the resistance in the band by walking your hands down the band and arching your back, bending well into the movement, so you're moving into those hips. We're breathing in. As you exhale, tuck from the tailbone, start that movement, and tuck, look at your belly button. Breathe in, open up and arch, and exhale. Breathe in. Another 4 to go. And 3. 2 more. This is your last one. You're going to exhale. You're going to hold the tuck position. Keep exhaling and bounce, extending the band up overhead. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. And release the band. Roll the shoulders up and back, and we're going to repeat these to the other side. So bring the band underneath, should be your left foot now, and make sure to put the heel on the band. And now, creating your own resistance, bring the band up the lateral side, breathing in as you rotate up and over. Exhale. How can fascial release decrease injury risk? Fascial release will address underlying tension, restrictions, and imbalances in the connective tissues that surround the shoulder complex. Once addressing these limitations, moving on to improved mobility and range of movement with slow but challenging movements that will improve balance and strength around that shoulder complex. Last one. Balancing on that band, and you're going to step out. 4 to go. Now release the inside arm, extend the band across the body, rotating into that spiral movement. Breathe in this position, and as you circle the band, exhale to the rotation. Breathe in. And keeping the band where it is, just rotate your body. Band parallel to the spine. Walk your hands down. Bend well into that position and breathing in, looking up. As you exhale, tilt and tuck from the tailbone and round that spine. Breathe in and exhale. Another 4. Hold it in that tuck position. Keep exhaling. Release the foot and bounce for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. You can put the band to the side for now. And circling the shoulders up, just swing the arms around the body. And let's come down onto the knees. Let's start off with the right foot, so I'll mirror you again. Extend it to the side. We're going to bring the hands behind the back. Work into a spiral movement. So here we're breathing in, we're nice and open. As you exhale, bring the knee to the elbow. Breathe in. Nice challenge on the balance. Keep going, exhaling and inhaling. Three more. And the last one. Opening up. Bring the hands onto the mat in front of you. The same hand as that extended foot, you're going to rotate the fingers in, and then you're going to take the opposite hand onto the head behind. Breathe in, open yourself up. Now as you exhale, bounce towards that knee. Breathe in, open up. Bring your hands around to the opposite side, rotate that foot, lift that leg up, and we're now going to work into some push-ups. So we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades around the spine, come back and exhale. Bring the knee to the shoulder, breathe in and exhale. Take that leg, cross it behind the supporting knee, and bounce back towards your heel. Hold it in this position and just wiggle the hips from side to side. Okay, let's repeat this to the other side. So it should be your left leg now and your hands behind your head. Breathe in as you open up into this position. Challenge your balance. And exhale as you rotate. Breathing in and exhale. And try and control that movement. Exhale. Four more. And 3. Bring that same hand onto the mat, fingers pointing away from that extended leg. Other hand behind the head. Let's breathe in, open up. Exhale and pulse. Walk your hands around, slightly reposition your foot on that supporting leg, and we're going to push up into attack. Breathing in and exhaling. 2 more. The last one. Okay. Into a rotation, so we're going to sit on the mat, and I want you to bring the ball underneath your glutes. Just give the glutes a little bit of a release. And when you're ready, you can move the ball over to the other side. If you find tension, then you hold it, bounce into that release a little bit, and then move the ball around a little bit more. Before we move on to our next movement, we're going to bring the ball between the shoulder blades onto those rhomboids. These are the muscles that retract the shoulder blades. So giving the abs a little bit of attention as well. Let's release these rhomboids and work them a little bit more. Breathe in, you're opening up. So the ball is on your spine, just above the base of the shoulder blades. Breathe in and open up. As you exhale, I want you to bring your left elbow across and roll the ball onto your right shoulder blade. Breathe in, roll the ball back to the spine, and exhale over to the other shoulder blade. Breathe in, open up, exhale, and roll. Breathe in for 4 and exhale and roll. Breathe in, breathe in, and finish off. Take the ball onto the occiput ridge, so it's at the base of the skull, in line with your earlobes. And any tension around here, let's just focus on the right side. So from the spine to the right earlobe, you're massaging along the base of the skull. Let's do the same thing to the other side. Just release that tension. Do another 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Good. From this position, hug your knees into your chest, rock yourself to a seated position. You're going to need your resistance band, but before we use the resistance band, we're coming into some rhomboid push-ups and some tricep push-ups. So keep the hands directly under the shoulders, not too far away, because we want to round the spine and just release any tension in the back. So we're going to hug the spine with shoulder blades. This is your rhomboid push-up. Breathe in. As you exhale, tuck from the tailbone and round the spine. Now we're coming into that tricep push-up. Breathe in and exhale. Rhomboid push-up, so we're alternating between the two. Breathe in and exhale. In this rounded position, you're stretching the shoulder blades. So you're lengthening across from the rhomboids. Let's go into that tricep push-up. Straight into that rounded position. Rhomboid push-up. So in both of these push-ups, we're keeping the arms very close to the body. Breathing in. Elbows next to the body. As you push up, you're going to hug the waist with the shoulders, or with the elbows rather. Breathe in. Keep going. Rhomboids to triceps. Finish off with 2 more. Let's walk the hands forward and lower down onto the mat. Squeeze and engage your glutes to support your lower back. Take the resistance band in hand and fold it over again. Extend your arms ahead. Wider the hands, the easier it's going to be. The more challenging you want it, bring the hands closer together. Breathe in. And look from side to side, so you're not taking any tension in the neck. Those rhomboids, those muscles that retract the shoulder blades, are doing all the work. Exhale. Let's go on, repeating it 8 times. Two more. Hold it in this open position. Shorten the resistance band, so bring the hands closer together. Little fingers pointing up, so let's target the triceps and the back arm lines. Breathing in, 4 counts. Exhale. Forward onto the mat. Breathing in and exhale. Breathing in and exhale. Another 4. Three. 2 more. And your last one. And release. Release the band, bring the hands one on top of the other, and bring the forehead onto the hands. Just wiggle the hips from side to side. This movement will loosen up the spine all the way into the neck, between the shoulder blades. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Bring the hands under the shoulders now, and you're breathing in, sitting back into child's pose, and just working into some breathing, just relaxing. Walk your hands ahead of you on the mat. On your next inhalation, slide the hands to the knees and uncurl through the spine. Circle your arms up and back, your shoulders up and back. Bring your hands onto the mat, curl your toes under. Walk through the feet. Feet are wide apart, so you're adding that wiggle into the hips. Let's bring the feet closer together and walk your hands back to your feet. Breathe yourself into a lifted position. And I'll circle the hands on the shoulders up and back rather. Link the hands behind the back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Nod your head from side to side. And swing the arms around the body. One last breath in. Palms together. Well done, and thank you for joining me.